All right. Back at the club. I think maybe I'll put this one in here for a little while. Guess that's a good thing about having two Weasel News vans. That's right. Well, why not? All right. Hello there, everybody. Welcome back for more Grand Theft Auto Online news. I'm the Missing Sock. And here we are back in the club. Back in our basement level 2, our business level 2. Yeah. Got a Revolter the other day. You might want to check that out. That's a pretty cool car. Basically a Cadillac, if you can tell from the back here. So today's a special day, Tuesday, August 14th. They've brought out another DJ for us, and I think it's the last DJ, the Black Madonna. So very cool. So we're going to go get her in a moment and check out the mission to get her. Yeah. And so Rockstar brought out a new newswire for us already, all about the new vehicles and the new stuff. So let's have a look at that, and we'll come right back. See you guys in a minute. All right, everyone. So here is the latest Rockstar Newswire for today, Tuesday, August 14th. Fighting good for all mankind since 1998, says Rockstar. All right, let's zoom in here. Oh, too much. There we go. GTA Online After Hours. The Black Madonna arrives. Terabyte and Oppressor MkII out now. Plus new client jobs and more. The Black Madonna. All right. And another real-world DJ. I just mentioned that because actually there's a few people out there that don't realize they're real-world DJs. Yeah, real people, real celebrities. Really big, actually, for a lot of them. For all of them. But, a lot of people are like, well, I've never heard of them. Well, that's the world of celebrities. It's just like YouTube. If you get together the top, 100 YouTubers, most people barely know 10 of them on the list. It's just the way it is. But in a world filled with billions, and generally speaking, you really only need, a million to be considered a big person. Like a million copies of a book makes you on the bestseller list. Generally speaking, on the New York Times kind of bestseller list. And that's just a million copies. Now, when you think about it, North America has just North America alone has over 300 million people. So 1 million in sales is really not that much, like it's not even 1% of people liking your book, and yet you'd be a bestseller. So it's kind of odd, but yeah, they're all big people, and you might want to look them up and check out their music. It's pretty good. Global best for all things house, techno, and disco. The Black Madonna is bringing the groove to Los Santos this week. I don't know if you can guys hear that crashing. That's my cats upstairs. Just see what they just destroyed. After. Keep an eye out for English Dave's call. Pick her up and bring her back to perform at your nightclub. Access the computer in your nightclub's office for more information and to rotate between your stable of available resident DJs at any time. Please be sure to check out all the latest sets from Solomon, Tale of Us, Dixon on Los Santos Underground Radio. All right, guys, now to me, that means we actually do have one more week of After Hours, in a sense, or at least something. So, every week they bring out a new DJ, and then the next week, that same DJ goes on to the radio. Then a new DJ, and then the next week, they're on the radio. And so now Dixon's now on the radio, on Los Santos Underground Radio. So next week, we should be getting the Black Madonna herself on the Los Santos Underground Radio as well. So there will still be some kind of minor changes for next week. We'll have to see if there's anything else included with that. Yeah, and rotating your DJs, just because it's come up a few times, and I'll probably put it in my my nightclub kind of guide kind of thing when we get around to putting that all together here. But some people have wondered if that's a great way to raise your popularity on your club, and yes, you can change DJs. Now, just so you guys know, you might want to wait till your popularity is low for unlocking any of the DJs to be able to run them your first time if you haven't bought a nightclub yet. Every time you unlock a DJ, you run a mission. And those missions tend to be the best missions for raising your popularity bar. Now, for those that aren't in the nightclub yet, your popularity bar is like your supplies bar for all the other businesses. Except for the upstairs, the nightclub has a popularity bar, and you want to keep it up high, full. Right? So, unlocking DJs is one of the best ways to get that full. And then next to that, you can change DJs after they've been unlocked for only $10,000. But after that point, it only gives you a half block, roughly, for each DJ for $10,000. So basically, it's $20,000 in DJ changes to get you one block of popularity. Now, just on an added note before we move on, popularity only matters to some people. Popularity keeps your club popping, keeps it full of people, gives you all the options for drinks and things like that. As you go below 3 blocks of popularity, your club will become quieter, your club will become less options, less drinks, things like that. But and less money, of course, going into your safe. But because it costs you money for those DJs and costs you time to run those popular promotion missions, some people think it works out either way, like not really much of a cash drop. So it's up to you if you care about your popularity dropping or not, but I do for now. New Oppressor MkII. That's the big news probably of the day, one of them, anyway. The Terabyte's probably the other, but the Oppressor MkII. Here's a little video for it that Rockstar put together for Benghazi. Yeah, so it looks incredibly useful. Looks like it only seats one. And some people are thinking that this changes the game completely. It is very Star Warsy, I have to admit. I'm not sure it quite fits in completely. You know, the other Oppressor was one thing, but this one's like doesn't even have wheels. But that said, I don't think it's really going to change things up. Like I said, I find that these people, like the guy on there, is very exposed. You know, just a hail of bullets, and you're probably likely to just hit him by accident. So I'm not saying it's a great bike, probably, I think, by the looks of it, but I don't think it's going to be as unstoppable as some people think it is. Yeah. The Benghazi Oppressor MkII is the bleeding edge of hover tech. Your enemies can run, but you've picked up their scent all the way from tomorrow. The Terabyte Mobile Recon Center. All right, there it is, Terabyte truck and a drone. If malware had 6 wheels, heavy armor, and comfy seats, this is what it would look like. It can launch source and resupply missions for every business you own, mine the data of every other reprobate in the city, launch exclusive client jobs, and that's before you get to the upgrades. A multi-lock missile battery, a drone station, a Mark II weapon workshop, and the only vehicle workshop in the world capable of customizing the Oppressor MkII. Yeah, which, you know, like, that makes sense. It gives you an extra use for the Terabyte, but it kind of bothers me with Rockstar. It's already kind of annoying the way they do that. And now, like, my MOC and the Avengers not good enough. You know, all those millions aren't good enough for this little tiny bike. Really? You know, like, I got some questions for my mechanic. Dude, what am I paying all this money for? And why do we need the special one? You know, I mean, like, it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense. I think that definitely the amount of money you spend on your Avenger, you should be able to work on this tiny little bike inside it, if you wanted to. And still put it in the Terabyte, right? Launch client jobs, resupply and steal missions for Page's custom-built touchscreen. Yep. And we got another little video picture here. I guess that's just a look around. Deploy and control drones and operate the multi-lock missile launcher in the nerve center. There it is inside our nerve center, Mark II weapon station. Customize the Oppressor MkII and upgrade superior Mark II weapons from the specialized vehicle and weapons workshop. 6 new client jobs. With the Terabyte's long-range hacking and detection capabilities now at your fingertips, you've primed to make blitzkrieg scores in 6 new free-mode client jobs. Launch encrypted client requests on the go from the touchscreen terminal of your Terabyte nerve center and seize opportunities as they develop. So it's a free-mode client job, 6 of them. This is no coffee run. You'll have to hack security networks around the city, triangulate targets to find sensitive materials, and be ready to execute with shock and awe. From armed transports, stuffed with antiques, to heavily guarded diamonds in the Evangelico store, to lesser bank robbers trying to make off with gold bullion. No target is safe from your digital gaze. All right, vehicle customization discounts. All right, now I noticed these, like I seen that there was some discounts, so we're going to have a look through here, and I'm actually happy to see them. So for those that have been watching our past news, I don't think they've actually given really many vehicle discounts for the last 3 weeks. They finally gave us a couple aircraft, like I think like the Sea Sparrow last week, and they've been really short on a lot of the vehicle discounts lately. So they gave us a ton like a month ago, and then it just dropped away. So now we finally got some vehicle discounts again. So the BF Dune FAV, 30% off. HVY APC, that's a nice vehicle, 30% off. The Feister Neon, which is an electric car. A lot of people actually like that, 30% off. The NSRE 7B, one of the fastest cars in the game, probably the top 3, especially since they fixed it a little while back. It got broken, unfortunately, with Rockstar's handling changes. But now it's apparently back in action. So that's 30% off, and that's an expensive vehicle too. Armor plating for the Speedo Custom, Mule Custom, and Pounder Custom is 30% off. Countermeasures are also 30% off. Bombs, liveries, engines, and aircraft and land vehicle weapons, all 30% off. All right, so it's a good time to do any aircraft you have in mind or any other weaponized vehicles. If you did get an HPC, you get some other benefits of the liveries being discounted and engines and land vehicle weapons, if you change any of those. Property and renovation discounts. Open new avenues of illicit trade or refurbish your current hideout with 25% off select properties, add-ons, and renovations all week long. And this is actually a pretty good list, guys. It's very similar to what we've had for the last 3 weeks, though. But I'm not complaining with that. So it's basically 25% off the hangars and everything involved. So the hangars, renovations, and the workshop. So if you want to change your decorations, lighting, you change your hangar itself, get a hangar workshop if you don't have one already, it's all 25% off. Executive offices, and again that includes all your decoration changes, decorations for the garages, the garages itself, the custom auto shop if you happen to want it. That's a useless upgrade, but it is a really nice place to work on your cars. but it's the exact same as Los Santos Customs. But 25% off is the right time to get it, maybe. Yeah, or a good time to change your offices too, as we did from Maze West to Lombank West. So, yeah. Special cargo warehouses, 25% off. Biker clubhouses and renovations, so any decorations for your clubhouse, also 25% off. And the bike shop, again, that's like the other one, just a place to work on your bike, not anything extra. So, you may not want to get that one, but nonetheless, if you do, it's 25% off. Biker businesses, 25% off, so it's a good time to buy all those biker businesses. All right, and, I would also say, unfortunately, they don't have the biker upgrades, which is one of the more expensive parts of the biker businesses, but at least you can get the properties. And for some of you who are doing the nightclub stuff, you can just buy the biker business, get it up and running, like setup mission, and that's it. You don't need to upgrade it. You don't need to have any supplies. You don't need to have any product at all. You could be empty, and LJT could be calling you all the time about the problems there. As long as it's open, you'll be able to source from your nightclub for it. Okay, just so you guys know. And then maybe come back and upgrade the upgrades once maybe Rockstar does another sale on them in the future. Bunkers and bunker renovations, all 25% off. So if you want to change your decorations or add the targeting range, once you finish the silver level, you get 5 extra throwables permanently for your character. So 5 extra grenades, 5 extra. You don't get them, but you can buy them. So instead of carrying 25, you can carry 30 for the rest of your character's life if you do that targeting range upgrade. So just to let you know that. The bunkers is also a great way for solo players to make money, as we've done many, many times. Be sure to check out the Social Club events calendar. Stay up to date with the latest event bonuses and discounts. All right, so this is continuing on with Social Club Facebook Gaming. So they've had some Facebook streaming. We've talked about that in the previous ones. Basically, you can hook up your Facebook account to your Rockstar Social Club account. And then if you watch their Facebook streams, you could possibly get anywhere from 50,000 to 500,000 while you watch. So just for drops. Kind of cool, I guess. They've got a couple other people right now. The Ash, who's Jobless Garrett's other half, and so Hinky, Smosh Games, and Smosh Games crew. And Nobody Epic. And apparently this is their last one. It says for the great finale is what I was saying before of the Facebook series. Yeah, Facebook Gaming Live series. Epic finale. So I was kind of surprised. They really didn't have these going for long. Only about a month. Yeah, so if you guys want to check that out, this is the last week you guys can check those out. And maybe get some free money for doing so. Yeah. Now, let's see. Did they give us a link to the Social Club stuff? No. Oh, well, let's try that. There we go. Okay. So there's everything we've already read. And yay, they put on the race today. So the premium race is Chili Eye Drop, Locked Thrusters. That's the jetpack. And the time trial is Raton Canyon. Raton Canyon? All right, and the time trial, if you haven't done those yet, the first time you finish them, they give you a bonus 50,000. So it's kind of a cool little distraction. They usually only take a few minutes. All right, guys, well, let's head back in game. All right, guys, so very cool. Yeah, the last After Hours. Although, like I said, that sounds like they're still going to get some more After Hours of some sort next week because they'll be adding, I would imagine they'd be adding the Black Madonna to the radio. So I imagine that wouldn't be the only new thing we'd get. What do you guys think? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. It depends if there's anything more planned. But at least one more thing for next week. But yeah, she's in the game, so we're going to have to go get her. And that's pretty cool. So I think I'm going to go off and do that mission right now. But before we do that, let's have a quick look at the new vehicle. Warstock Cash and Carry. There's the Terabyte, the new highlighted vehicle. So easy to find. Buy from only 1.3 million, almost 1.4 million. So another truck. I don't know. I'm into the customized trucks because for a while we didn't have any of these kinds of things for a long time. As some players know, there wasn't really much in the way of customizable trucks, and now we've got the MOC, 2 different versions, although you can only own one, and the Pounder and the Mule Custom, and now the Terabyte. So there's really only so many big trucks that you can get, so that's okay, I guess, but it seems like they double up on some stuff. So 1.3 million, and there is the Oppressor MkII, part of After Hours, seats only 1. So from 2.9 million to 3.8. Ooh, that's a big difference. Yeah, so let's see. So the trade price, in order to purchase this vehicle at the trade price, you must own a Terabyte, so you got to own the truck, which would cost you money. Complete 5 client jobs as a VIP, CEO, or MC president. So you've just got to complete 5 of the new jobs, I would imagine, 5 client jobs, and then you would be able to unlock the better price for this, which I would say I would definitely recommend doing, because that's almost $1 million, really. Yeah, a significant drop in price. The Oppressor MkI was a landmark in hybrid vehicle design. Well, the Mark II takes off where its little brother landed, and it never comes down. This is about the closest you can get to throwing a saddle on a rocket engine, bolting on some optional heavy artillery, and pressing the big red button. All right, should we have a look at the Terabyte? All right, so as you guys can see, nothing too new for those that have been playing for the last little while. The MOCs and the Avengers all had similar things. You can change your interiors to different looks. Some pretty cool styles this time around. Looks like they've given us a variety of them, at least 9 different choices. And the default doesn't cost you any extra, of course. And they go up from there. No, only 105,000, so that's good. So there are 105,000 for whichever type you pick. No extra price as you go up. Interior decals, so you can change the decal of it. Let's change our tint, maybe that's brighter. So maybe you guys can maybe see that better. Oh, I think it changes your color anyway. Yeah, it doesn't let you pick with colors. But as you guys can see, there's designs on here. So you can change up. There's the skulls that we've seen in the picture. Mad skulls. Yeah, the Shan. Yeah, a bunch of them. Perseus. Turret station. Ooh. If you're going to break cover, do it right. Lock on to 5 separate targets and engage in a bit of lethal multitasking from the comfort of your swivel chair. And that's roughly about 300,000. Now remember, there's no reason to rush. It is the new stuff, so if you're into it, get in on it. It's awesome. But on the flip side, I would say, guys, that they're almost certainly going to have sales on these things in the near future. It's hard to say when. 2 weeks, 2 months, 3 months. It's hard to say. But if you're in no hurry, you can maybe save a little bit of cash on this when there's some kind of a discount going on. Drone stations. 815,000. Weapon workshop. 245,000. Now, you'd probably want that for ammunition and things like that for the Mark II weapons, but that said, I'm not really sure you really need that, because the vehicle, the drone station is separate, and a specialized workshop, so you can work on the Oppressor too. Yeah, the only laboratory on Earth that's high-tech and low-profile enough to customize and store the Pegassi Oppressor Mark II. And that is 5,495,000. Yep, so I'd say this one's kind of optional. All depending, it's good to have them, but a lot of people already have these in other vehicles, in other places. Depending if you do or not. If you don't have those, if you don't have the way to work on them somewhere else, 245,000 is actually not too bad of a price. Yep, if you didn't have it somewhere else to get it. So all said and done, actually, it's not too bad of a price so far. Although that's not, without any of the other extras and stuff like that. But, I was expecting a $3-4 million price tag. So, it's still going to be expensive once we upgrade it all. But it's not as bad as I would have guessed it to be at first. Back. That's just easier to bring it up again, I think. All right, become the war zone. Purchase a Terabyte Avenger Mobile Operations Center today. So it's bugging me again because I don't have the one thing on that list, the Terabyte. All right, so that's the new vehicles, guys. And you might want to get some of those other sales while you can. And I think I'm going to go off and see if I can go get the Black Madonna. The Terabyte gives you access to client jobs. Touchscreen computer inside allows you to launch, source, and resupply missions for your existing businesses from anywhere on the map. I'm hoping that works out good. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. I'm the Missing Sock. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for being here. And I'll see you again very, very soon for our Black Madonna regular episode where we get her. And we'll do some other things. Now, on a little tip on the way out here, just so you guys know, if you care about your popularity bar in the nightclub, generally speaking, when you unlock a DJ for the first time, it's probably the best mission there is for increasing your nightclub popularity. I'm not even sure how many blocks it actually gives you, but I know it's given me at least 2. So it's a good time for me to get it because I think I'm actually only at 3 blocks of popularity right now. Now, this is for those players that care about the popularity bar. Not everybody does. But it does keep your income in the upper nightclub up, and it does keep the place packed. And there is certain options like certain drinks in the bar that's only available when you have a higher popularity, above 3 bars. So as you guys can see in the bottom right corner, my popularity has dropped just below three blocks now. So it's a good time for me to do that DJ mission. And for you guys out there that have a full popularity bar, you might want to play around, do some other things, and let it drop a little bit before you unlock the next DJ. Now that said, once they're unlocked, you can rebook them again for 10,000, but it only gives you a half block of popularity. All right, just a little tip on the way out for those people that care about that kind of thing. I like to keep my club popping, at least for now. Take care, everybody. See you again soon. Yeah, before we sit down. Okay, ooh. Hey, my trophy's already up to, I think, a silver level. It was bronze. So there's a little trophy right there by a picture of Louise. Yeah, he's the main character from GTA 4's Ballad of Gay Tony. I think I was just going to call him Ricky. I don't know, I have no idea why. And I've noticed things starting to show up in my safe too, now that you're doing the sales. I'm sure many of you guys have seen these kinds of things already, but they're supposed to be various trophies and collections. So I've got one of the comic book characters there, and a bag of meth, some other stuff showing up too. Yeah. Very cool. All right, time to go get a new DJ. Take care, everybody. That's to you. Oh, yeah. See you again soon.